Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by the legendary, I even wrote it down because he's legendary,
iconic
Dave Koken. Well, we were talking about acronyms and adjectives and stuff like that, and Dave said legendary, and I was like,
Iconic.
I'm using that.
Legendary, iconic, and really friggin' old.
Elderly.
Right? Because those go.
Elderly. God, poor Dave. All right, and also legendary, Vegas runner, VR, Gianni the Greek. Okay, let's talk about a game that, I'm going to be honest, this is a game I can make a case for both sides.
Yeah, toughest one on the weekend.
Absolutely.
Not for me.
Oh, okay. So Eagles, 8-point dogs, New Orleans Saints. As we know, Week 11, Saints absolutely smoked this Eagles team. Granted,
48-7.
Correct. Carson Wentz under center for that one, not Nick Foles. This Eagles team won their last 5 games. Beat the Bears. I did not see that coming. I had the Bears in a teaser. Listen, math guys, I know, wrong play, don't care. And now I know why it was the wrong play. Eagles, man, on fire. Saints, almost unbeatable at home. I mean, granted, we saw Tampa Bay beat them Week 1. That's Week 1. Lots of things have changed since then. Sean Payton 5-0 straight up in home playoff games.
Drew Brees is too.
Yes. So this is just really tough. But Dave, I'll let you have the first.
This is actually, I'm using this as a 5% play on WagerTalk.
Oh, so why did we schedule?
No, but I'll talk about the total.
Okay.
So that's a play on the side.
So you have a 5% play on WagerTalk.com.
Listen, if people have followed me all year and bought my plays, they already know who I'm on. But if you haven't, then you got to buy the play, okay? But it's going to win, and I've been winning at everything pretty much except for. I lost.
He can't even think of what he's losing at.
You went 2-1 last night in hockey.
That's a good time.
It's been so good.
You're on a good run. That's good. That's good.
But I'll talk about the total.
Okay.
Okay, because I think this is a game where you might see some scoring. I know that it's playoff games, and teams want to be a little more conservative. We saw definite tendencies to that last week. But I think you're going to see two coaching staffs who look at this game and going, we can exploit the other team's secondary here. And I think you're going to see the ball in the air. The Eagles have complete faith in Foles, and it's weird. I can't explain why, but they're better when he's on the field than with Wentz. And obviously the Saints have complete faith in Brees. But I think both teams could have trouble running the football here, which indicates to me you're going to see a wide open game. And I wouldn't be surprised if this gets to be one of those games that gets them into the 50s or 60 or close to 60.
All right, VR. Full disclosure, you're a Saints fan. Full disclosure, you have a future on the Saints.
Yes, absolutely. And in this matchup, the question is, you have to answer is an adjustment warranted off that first game?
Well, they better.
Because we saw them play, and it was -7, and it was a blowout. But there's a different quarterback, but we're supposed to be able to quantify that.
Correct.
And the drop-off from Wentz to Foles is very small.
Is it a point
and a half?
Is it a point and a half? Okay.
At the most.
Is it actually even that now? Because
especially the way he's playing.
Have better chemistry with
That's
Foles.
what I was going to say.
True.
You also have to factor in how he's playing of late, not just the big sample size, but also the smaller sample size.
Not how he plays Week 1 and 2.
This momentum down the stretch of him playing well and the timing with his receivers, all those factors you have to add up. So the line coming down, am I surprised? Kind of. But with that said, the trajectory of the Saints down the stretch hasn't been its greatest. I mean, they played their best ball earlier in the season, not late in the season. And so this is a difficult game. Honestly, I'm going to hedge my Saints future. And that's, for me, tells you how not strongly I feel about them. And the reason for that, I didn't hedge Clemson. I had Clemson on the future.
Nice.
I had the Red Sox in baseball. Didn't hedge them. Actually bet them for the series.
I do the same thing.
I will not give up equity if I feel I have the right side. It's so few times do you ever have the best of it and know it, where you're certain you have the best of it because you have a 20-1 ticket and it's a -200 favorite for a series. So you're certain you have the best of it. And anytime that's the case, you never want to just give up that equity. But here, I could tell you with certainty, the guys I give accounts to, they bet the Eagles. I mean, they took the Eagles at 9.5, at 9, at 8.5. So sharp money really likes the Eagles. And to me, that's a little bit confusing because Saints at home, you're not getting rich betting against them.
All right. Great stuff from both guys. $9 Monday at WagerTalk. Get all daily pick packages for Monday's action plus NFL. Priced at only $9. That includes any 5% best bets, normally priced at $30.